Hey, this is Ari, and in this video, you're going to see a little clip from a podcast I did with Dr. Keisha Ewers on how trauma is linked with gut health and brain health and hormonal health and energy levels. So I strongly encourage you, check out this clip and make sure you go deeper on this topic by clicking the link below this video to watch the full-length episode. Enjoy.
What the B is, those beliefs. What are they? What did you associate with that particular time period of your life? We know that if parents get divorced, then kids usually blame themselves. So your parents got divorced, what did you believe about yourself in that moment that you can now look back and say, oh, I see, I see where you came up with that, and that's not true anymore. And then you reparent that part of you. Give her or him what she needed, right? And so that takes you from leaky gut to disease, because what you're doing is you're powering down the hypervigilant, non-emotional, resilient component so that you're actually also making your little microglial feel safe, and you're helping your genetics actually express themselves in a way that is an environment that your system feels it's safe. So you don't have to go into genetic expressions that have to do with a famine time period, right? So we also know that perceived stress, overwhelm, and chronically feeling like you don't have enough time or resources, and I don't have a patient that comes to see me that doesn't have this going on, will cause shrinkage in your prefrontal cortex as an adult. So you just sort of perpetuate this, right? Hurt causes brain damage, and that too can be reversed. You just have to understand that you've got to intentionally do it. And it takes practice. So it's one of those things, like, I think with psychological stuff, people want to have it be one and done. I've had so many people come in and say, oh, I've done so much work around that, and yet they have 3 autoimmune diseases, I say, yeah, that's great. So maybe we're at the next layer, right? So it's really understanding that there's not a destination called done, that life keeps handing you challenges, and then it's time to go into that next level. You can think of it as a giant video game, right? And part of the
Hey, this is Ari. I hope you enjoyed this video. And one more thing before you go. Actually, 2 more things. One is, if you enjoyed this particular little clip, the link to the full-length podcast is in the description down below. So make sure to check that out. Also, one more thing. Let me ask you a question. What if I could show you how to double your energy levels and dramatically improve your brain function, reducing your anxiety and depression to a degree on par with antidepressant drugs, but without the side effects? Sound pretty interesting? Well, there are, in fact, numerous compounds that can do this, that have been shown to do this. And I'll take you through just a few of these very briefly. One of them is rhodiola rosea. And this has been shown in studies, rhodiola rosea extract, in people with stress-related fatigue and exhaustion, to cut their levels of fatigue and brain fog in half in less than a month. Just this one compound. There's another compound in my formula Energenesis called NT factor phospholipids that's been shown to help repair mitochondrial membranes and mitochondrial health to the level of healthy 29-year-olds, taking people with deteriorated mitochondria who are over the age of 65, restoring it to the level of healthy 29-year-olds. And that has been shown in numerous studies in various types of chronic fatigue, aging-associated chronic fatigue, obesity-related chronic fatigue syndrome, to increase energy levels by 30 to 45% in the span of 4 to 12 weeks, depending on the specific study. So dramatic improvements in a very, very short period of time. 2 more compounds that are amazing, I highly recommend, that are in my formula Ultra Brain, along with rhodiola rosea. Saffron extract. This has been shown to increase levels of, improve your mood, I should say, and decrease levels of depression on par with fluoxetine, which is Prozac. And not only that, but with fewer side effects. It's much safer and much less likely to cause negative effects than antidepressant drugs are. Acetyl L-carnitine is another compound that's been shown to dramatically improve brain health in older adults. It also improves energy levels in older adults with chronic fatigue by between 40 to 50% in just the span of 2 to 4 months. And the last thing I'll mention here is acetyl L-carnitine has also been compared to antidepressant drugs and been shown, like saffron, to be as effective as antidepressant drugs in combating depression, but without the harmful side effects that so often occur with the drugs. So this is just a small sampling of the over 35 compounds that are in my formulas, Energenesis and UltraBrain, that are all proven to dramatically improve energy levels, mitochondrial health, and brain health, and much, much more. And I highly recommend that you go check these out. If you're struggling with depression or anxiety or brain fog, if you're struggling with stress-related exhaustion and burnout, if you're struggling with chronic fatigue, go check out these formulas, give them a shot. I promise you are going to be blown away by the results. And like I said, the science has already proven that these things work. So you don't have to just take my word for it. There's lots of research to support that, and I'll even link to some of that research down below so you can verify everything that I just said for yourself. So the links to those studies will be in the description for this video down below. So check them out. Check out the formulas on theenergyblueprint.com. Again, Energenesis is the mitochondrial formula, and UltraBrain is our brain formula. Check them out, try them out, and I think you're going to be blown away by the results. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you again soon.